What's going on, everybody? It is the Saturday before Thanksgiving of 2016. Gorgeous out today, low 60s, no clouds. Beautiful day to get out in the fall. I'm getting back out to the bottle dump site that I hit back in summer of 2015, I think. Got some neat stuff. It's a house from the late 1800s, nothing incredibly old, but it's a place I wanted to get back to because there's a lot of stuff down here and couldn't pick a better day to do it. Let's take a look at the site and get this dig started. Alright, and like I've mentioned in the last time I was here in the vid, the thing that caught my eye about this particular spot is the way this little trench is. And that would lead up toward the house at the top of that hill. Had it still been there, you'd see it. And then down into this area, which is where I started last year. This is right about the area that I worked last year, I think, that depression there. So I'm going a little farther up the hill. See, I've started loosening up some of the top sod and other junk, and I'll start scraping that away. I can already hear a little bit of iron or something down there with a pinpointer, so I know I'm doing good. Let's see what I dig. So I've been at it about a half an hour here, and you can see I got a little 2.5 foot square hole going, maybe 10 inches, I'm not sure. I finally got my first little, maybe a whole one, but up until that point I was still too shallow and just digging a lot of colored chunks. I got brown, I got green, some other mystery glass. These I recognize from my first dig, these weird octagonal type bottles. I don't know what they were for. And you may be able to see that. A malted milk bottle. You can see what looks like Racine, Wisconsin maybe. I can't read the bottom of that either. But let's have a look, see what I got partially opened up in the bottom of the hole here. Alright, and there she is. I got her loosened up. Got a loose tooth going on there. I'll find out together if this is going to be a complete bottle. Ooh, and it is. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't see anything on it though. See, it's got a screw cap style top. So it's not going to be tremendously old, probably early 1900s, 1920s, 1930s, but I'll take that. First complete bottle, half an hour in. See what else is down there. Here's a gorgeous example of some of the stuff these folks dumped out. You know, maybe the handle broke off of it, and they threw their little server or cup or whatever this is out. But it's a gorgeous pattern on there. You know, these folks had money, so that's why I'm poking around this spot. Maybe they threw some silverware away as well. And you can see I found more of that, I don't know what this would have been. A serving cup or whatever, but here's the bottom of it. Got a little fancy on it, but that's what I was looking for right there. Looks like it says PK Silesia. Give me something to research, figure out how old it is, but I'm going to guess it's nowhere older than the late 1800s or up to about 1920s, 1930s. Very cool. Let's see if I can get something else whole out of here. Alright, still getting down there. I got to be a good foot or so, foot and a half maybe. And there's my next guy. Ooh. It's got a crack in it, but it is otherwise whole. Oops. See a little crack running up the side there, but it's got something around the neck of the bottle. Let me pull it out of the hole, see what it says. Well, it doesn't say anything particularly interesting. 3 fluid ounces. Oh well. It's interesting though, it's got a few bubbles in it, but seam on the bottle goes all the way up to the top of the neck. You can see it right there. So nothing fantastically old, but 3 fluid ounces of some white stuff. Yeah, maybe an hour into it now. Not a lot of finds. I found more of this stuff. I know I found this stuff on my first bottle dig. You can see it's got some fancy on it. It's frosted as well. May have been part of a shade or some gigantic bowl. I don't know. Very cool. Still only got those 2 guys as far as complete goes, but if you look down in the hole, I got 2 that are almost underneath me where I'm kneeling. And those are a good 1.5 feet down. One of them says the word extract on it, so I think that's what we're going to have to do. Let's see what I got. I think I recognize that bottle on the left, though. Alright, I think the extract bottle is ready to be extracted. Oh, look, there's something in it, too. I thought it was cracked, but I think it's just holding water. Oh, it's whole. Oh, yes. Pond's extract. That is a cool bottle. And look, there's still some extract in there. I wonder if I should drink it. That's too funny. Let's clean it up, take a look at it, see if there's anything else on it. Alright, there she is out of the hole. Pond's extract, that's all I got on it. Nothing on the back side of the bottle. The bottom's got an interesting marking. 1846 with a number 2 below it. I'd like to think the bottle's that old. You can actually see, looking at the thickness of the glass at the bottom, it was cast a little funny. Kind of thick along the top and thin along the left side where my thumb is. Very cool. Seam runs up to the top on this one as well. I'm not sure how old it is. I kind of question 1846, but if it is that old, I'd be a happy camper. Let's see what the other bottle is. Alright, I gotta really tilt in here. I'm literally over where I'm kneeling. So that's the bottle I'm coming out next. And that's where I just got the extract bottle. I was very interested to see that on the back side of this bottle, I got the neck of one hanging out. It's tough to see under the shelf here, but I've got another bottle, or possibly a glass, hanging out there. So I may have three more bottles. There's something else going on here. Let's pull them out. All right, this guy's ready to come out. Or maybe not. Nope. All right, let's try again. All right, now I get it out. I was uptight against some crusty stuff, like old iron. There she comes. And that dude gets whole. Yep, it's a whole bottle. And I think I dug these on my last dig. I probably got 4 of these, I think. Never did figure out what it was. I just figured it's something to use daily, like a cream bottle or something like that. Nice. Alright, I got 2 more bottles to go after. Let's see what I can do here. Alright, here's our next bottle. It's waiting to come out. I'm pretty sure this is a bottle. Doesn't feel very big. I believe she's whole. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, that's a nice shaped bottle. That is cool. Got a screw cap on it. Got a seam up the whole side of it. I don't know what it is. Let's clean this one up too. Well, there was nothing on this bottle. Just a little plain guy. Well, not quite plain. It's got a nice little whatever on the bottom there. And I don't think it's very old. Probably another one from the 20s. Nice bowling pin shaped one. Nice to add to the collection. I'm sure I'll clean these up and display them somewhere in my home at some point. Alright, that's my next prospect. And that one feels very solid. I think that's a complete bottle as well. But I've got to dig down literally underneath where I'm kneeling. and cut back some of this area. Let's see what I get. All right, as I'm still working to extract that bottle, I came across this little broken piece of a teacup. I can tell these folks had money. Look at that gold around the edge. That's beautiful. I think I found a piece of this cup last time I was here as well. I think the bottom edge of this hole is starting to merge with the top edge of the last one I dug. Very cool, if it would stay in focus. Well, I'm doing my best to go slow. There's actually a shelf of metal or something here, some large object. But I've got two other smaller bottles, it looks like, that have appeared. That one and that one. And I'm still working this guy. It's underneath this, whatever this shelf is. Feels like some scrap metal somebody tossed, so let's see what we can do down there. I got bottles. Oh, there it was. Some of the scrap metal that was sitting on top of that bottle, and I think thankfully it's intact. It's got some wiggle to it. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous. That almost looks like a condiment bottle, like ketchup or something. I don't see anything around it. Same deal. Nothing particularly old. There's the seam running all the way up to the top of the bottle. That looks like a ketchup bottle to me, though. And there it is. Nothing special. I think it might have been a condiment bottle. You can see it's got kind of a screw cap type threading on it. But it's still a gorgeous shaped bottle. Reminds me of just like a ketchup bottle. Anybody knows what these things are, please throw them in the comments down below. I just come out to dig this stuff because I know where it is, not if I know exactly what it is. Very cool. Let's see what those other two bottles hanging out in the bottom of that hole are. And I think you can see part of it on the right here. I think it's gonna come loose. Come on. It's a little guy. Come on. Little bottle. Oh yeah. That's got something on it. Goodwin's. That is too cool. I don't know what's in the Goodwin's bottle, but it's a Goodwin's bottle. As I find this stuff out and do research, obviously I'll throw notes up there, but that's a cute little guy. Let's clean it up. And there's going to be my next prospect. I think it is facing downward. I think the neck of the bottle is there, and that's the end. But I got to do a little digging. There's like some iron or something up against the bottle on this side. It's a wonder it's not broken, but it could be. I've been having some good luck here. Let's get this one out. All right, that next bottle, it's kind of face down in the hole, is ready to come out, and it's got a little companion that's up above it. So I think I've got yet another bottle waiting for me as soon as I get this one out. Let's extract. And lean way over the hole. Out comes, ooh, a complete bottle. I don't see anything that's interesting on the bottom. I don't see, oh, I do see something. Something oval. Warranted, no, this is oval. Let's do the usual cleanup. Hang on. There it is, a little bit cleaned up. Warranted, 7 ounces oval. Something else I get to research and put up here as well. Seems like a crude bottle. See a lot of air bubbles in it, small ones. See 1 or 2 on the bottom there, and one by my thumb. I'll take that bottle. It's one that I don't have. A nice little variety today. Let's see what this next one is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be one that's going to be just like this one. Here's a small bummer. There's my 3 fluid ounce bottle. I'm trying to get down to that other bottle. I pull up this broken section. I would have loved to have those as a pair. That would have been very cool. Looks like they're made out of different glass, or at least one's a little greener than the other, but oh, that would have made a nice pair. Well, unfortunately, that one wasn't whole. It was just the end of it sticking out. Oh well. This also fell out of the hole with it. That's kind of cool. I like the color on that. That'd have been an interesting shaped bottle, and I wish I had found something like that hole. Oh well, let's just see if I can find something else down the hole. I don't see anybody poking, so I'm going to do a little exploring. Alright, there's my next candidate down in the hole. I'm willing to bet that's a type of bottle that I've dug before, but I do believe this one's whole. So let's get her to the loosen up stage and we'll pull her out. Alright, I've got her loosened up. And we have... Whoops, accidentally shut off the camera. And there's what we have. I've dug these before. One right there, as a matter of fact. Whatever this stuff was, these people loved it. I probably dug about 8 like this, 9. I got complete, I'm not sure. Very cool. It's slowing down a little bit. Let's see if I can get another bottle or two before I got to split. Alright, I think I'm calling it a day. It's about 3:30. I'm going to get out of here while the getting's good. It's not bad for a few hours hunt. Kind of poking around these holes slowly, make sure I'm not smashing any of these bottles. I'll take 9. Only 2 that are duplicates. Everything else I don't think I've dug out of here before. I think I've dug one similar to that. It's like a salad dressing bottle with a name on it though. That could be the same thing as well. And here's a lot of the junk that I dug. Broken bottles. There's a top to another one of these octagon style that I've dug. A whole bunch of this stuff. I'll take some of these pieces home. These decorative little pieces. They're the reason why I'm here, hoping to find something besides little bits of broken glass. See the nice decorations. I'll take that stuff home too. A bunch of malted milk bottles. I think I got some other stuff here. I don't know what that would have been. Some nice little design on there. Not a whole else a lot. Actual piece of crockery, some of that. A whole lot of individual bits and pieces of just a ton of junk of glass that I wish I had dug whole. You know. Let's fill the hole back in. Move on out of here. And there we go. Everything's all nice and cleaned up. Fill your holes in. Throw some leaves on top of everything. Be a good hobbyist and leave no sign you were ever there in the woods to begin with. Just that one branch that I moved over here to use as like a leaning stick. Well, that was a lot of fun. I could do those bottle digs a whole lot more often. This is the only spot I know of that's got bottles though. I'll have to do some research and find something else. I'll take what it is. 9 bottles and a whole bunch of broken bits. And a few hours worth of hunting. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will be back in 2 weeks with probably my more traditional digging. Swinging, that is. Good luck and happy hunting until then, and we will see you.